So, the story of the Kartemquin fluorescent lights, affectionately known as the 4-tuber or the 6-tuber, began because we were doing a lot of shooting for Dirk Wales, who did mostly medical films. And so we were spending an enormous amount of time in hospitals. And in the very beginning, we were lighting a hospital, shooting film, turning off all the fluorescents in the hospital and lighting it with 3200, Mole Richardson lights. The problem with fluorescents is, one, if they're 60 cycle, they flicker. And the bigger problem is their color is weird. And there's like 50 different kinds of fluorescent bulbs. So my thought was, what if we match the light in the hospital? We'd go to maintenance and say, give us your bulbs. We'd put them in our fixture, and then we would shoot, and all the light would be the same color because all the fluorescents were the same fluorescents. There was a gaffer around town, Charlie Jimenez, and we had worked with him a few times, and I was telling him about my idea, and he was like, oh, I can make something like that. I don't think it's that complicated. It's aluminum. I can't remember what it was for, but it's for something else, it has to do with construction or something. He said, gee, that seems just about the right size. And the other thing we did was, these don't twist in. These like push back and forth, so you don't have to twist them. Okay. And these are much ruggeder than a standard, the ones that you twist. And so that was just, we knew that they were going to get changed a lot and, kind of have a lot of use. We would come with 3200K special Duro, were they? I've forgotten.
Duro tests.
Duro tests, that's it, yeah. They had both 5000K and 3200K bulbs, so we'd bring those with us in case we were in incandescent light or if we wanted a little bit of fill outside. The 6-tuber could actually, fill somebody if I'm just talking to one or two people, which is usually what I'm doing. I'm usually we're talking to a doctor in a hallway or in a hospital room, and it worked very good, and it was critical with film because the color correction is a lot trickier, and it wasn't perfect, but it was close enough. And once we went to video, it was even easier to color correct it. These were incredible lights. They have high frequency ballasts, which are in here. So the ballasts are just like the old fluorescent ballast, except they're at high frequency, so these fixtures never flickered. And what I found was, if you're using them as a fill light, even if there's a little flicker in the background from the, the fluorescence looking down a hallway or something, it really wasn't that disturbing. So that's sort of the story. And they're very, like, the way I'd control the light level. Okay, there's two fluorescents that are 5000K. They're the Duratest fluorescents, and there is a couple of cool whites, which was a thing that we often found in hospitals. We always felt that we kind of were pioneers of the fluorescent light approach to shooting, and then all these other people, who made lights commercially came into the system. And I had learned years ago when we built Camera One and other innovations that we had made, you're either making films or you're selling stuff. And so by the time we did this, we never thought about trying to sell them or, duplicate it or go into the business of selling them.